Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to Crochet Witch Tarot, and oh my gosh, the most exciting day. So I, as you can tell by the title, have a very exciting unboxing and walkthrough for you. I still in complete shock, disbelief, all the above, but I have an early release copy of the new Witch Sister Tarot coming out by Julia Jeffries from Llewellyn to share with you all. Yay! Oh my god, I'm so excited. So this is the same creator as the Tarot of the Hidden Realms, which is one of my absolute favorite tarots. This Hidden Realms is a deck that just explores a magical world of fairies of Julia's creation, and it just, oh my gosh, it's one of my favorites. The guidebook is amazing, the artwork is amazing. It really brings me to that land of fairy in such an interesting and unique way. So when I saw quite some time ago that a new deck was coming out by her, I've been so excited, and now I am triple, quadruple, what's the next one? Quintuple? Quintuple excited that I get to share this with you all. Like what, who, when, how, where, why? I don't know. We can't ask too many questions, you know? So we're gonna do the whole shebang here. So let's take a look at the box. It's one of the classic big box sets from Llewellyn. I'm always a fan of these. I really love the books that come in these sets. So I haven't taken a look at anything of the deck other than I did read the introduction just to kind of get a scope on what the deck's about. And the whole topic is so cool. And what I wanted to do, I won't read you the whole introduction, but I will read the last paragraph because I think it just gives a really good synopsis. But if you do get this deck, I totally recommend reading through the whole introduction because it just, oh my gosh, her whole like idea behind this deck is so cool and exciting. So, on the inside of the box here, we have the magic of the ancestors beats in your blood. Feel its power and free your wild soul. And look at these colors. So here's our book. So beautiful. We've got all these full color images as usual that we get from Llewellyn, which I think these books I feel like are just my favorite aspect of these box sets. I just think they're always so well done. So, let's read through that last paragraph of the introduction, shall we? Within the familiar structure of the tarot, we will look at different ways that people have sought to make magic, invoking the aid of deities and spirits, spell casting, use of herbs and plants, creating symbols, patterns, and magical objects, dancing and singing, and working with the cycles of nature. We will also meet some notable historical witches and see what their extraordinary stories may reveal to us. I mean, come on. Does that not sound so amazing? So Julia does say in another spot in the introduction that this pulls on a lot of Celtic lore, specifically Scottish, because she is from Scotland. Let's move this aside. Now, here are the beautiful bags. It looks like we have some, looks to me like thistle, maybe specifically bull thistle. That's what it looks like to me, but I'm loving this muted like salmon red color. It's so pretty. I don't feel like I have anything else this color, and I'm already, of course, thinking about like, ooh, what color do I want to edge it? Wouldn't like a brown to match this be so good? But it is the usual Llewellyn cardstock, which is some of my favorite for sure. Let's zoom on in to really get a look at these cards. Okay. So here we have our Fool. I know Julia says we're blending together kind of everyday witches on Earth with their familiars and just things they use in their practice. So already we've got this woman with a rabbit and thistle, which I think is what I love about Julia's, or I guess I should say Julia's other deck. is that there is that kind of usual RW words. RWS in there, but she really just has such a unique way of seeing things. I'm so tempted to be looking at the guidebook right now, but I know wouldn't we be sitting here forever, but oh my gosh, I just want to know. Okay, let me at least look at sort of what it gives us for each card, right? I think that makes some sense. Okay. I'm gonna read, I promise, I won't read every card, but this is cool. Such wild and untamed creatures, this young witch girl and her doe-hair companion are poised and ready for a mighty leap. When the moment comes, they'll fly like the wind through the long summer grasses, but for now they are still, scenting the change in the air that comes with the gloaming. The moon has just risen, and the blue shadows deepen and shimmer off after the heat of the day. They don't know yet what adventures or dangers lie before them, but they have no doubt they can outrun any hawk, hound, or hunter. I am so excited about this because this really, it brings in some of my favorite elements from the Tarot of the Hidden Realms as well, where each card, Julia is so good at bringing in this story element to really explain her art in that way, which I just think is so magical. So for each card, we get that kind of story aspect, but then we get our divinatory meaning there, which is really, really neat. Okay, so that's our Fool. The Magician with this big stag. Wow. That's really neat. Referring to the stag as like the god of the Scottish witches. Awesome. Okay, I will have to be forgiven for my attempt at pronunciation. Nick Nevin? The Great Witch Queen of Scottish folklore. This is for our High Priestess. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, I didn't realize we were going to have name changes, and I love when a deck has name changes, because again, it just adds this like unique feature of that deck, and really it just makes it stand apart in so many ways. So the Queen of Elfam, again, apologies for my pronunciation. Wow. That's gorgeous. So instead of the Emperor, we have the Tree of Life. I love that. I really have a soft spot for when we have renaming of cards, but I really love specifically the Emperor being seen in new ways. The Emperor and the Hierophant, I really am so intrigued when those are seen in not just kind of giving us the figure, which this does, which I think is really cool. It makes a lot of sense, our Tree of Life being the Emperor. The tradition, that is so beautiful. So it looks kind of like we have this woman holding this flame, and it looks like to me either like it's a cave holding all these other women, but it also feels like in the smoke it's revealing this ancestral image, which is so beautiful. The Lovers. Flight instead of the Chariot. I love that. Strength. Ooh, look at that. That looks like, okay, what kind of animal? It kind of looks like either like a lynx or bobcat to me, but I do need to know. Oh, it's a Scottish wildcat. Wow. That's so neat. The Hermit. How beautiful is that? The Spinner of Threads. I love that. I really do love any sort of like imagining of the fates, or you know, any sort of deity that is a weaver. Even when we see spiders on there, like in this card, I love that so much. That's really, really cool. Justice. Initiation. Huh. How interesting is that? We've got initiation there instead of the Hanged Man. Okay, let's read. I'm going to read the little story part of this too, because I'm intrigued by that word there. Here we find ourselves in the heart of the forest. All is still and dark. Then a glimmering of moonlight touches the prongs of antlers, and slowly a white stag is revealed among the tangled branches. In card number 1, the magician, we first met the stag and learned of his deep symbolic meaning for the Scottish witches of old. Here he is transformed into the white stag, a creature of the other world, a herald of deep change should we choose to follow his path. Wow. All initiations involve an element of ordeal. She has faced the terrors of the dark forest, but this is just the beginning. If we truly want to change at a deep level, there must be a time that feels like dying before the new life begins. That is amazing. I love that tie-in to the magician too. That's so interesting. Oh, that's gorgeous. This death and life here. That's so pretty. Flow for temperance. Wow. I love too that we see her digging this spiral into the dirt with her hand. That is beautiful. The Lord of the Forest for the Devil. Okay, we have to look at that one too. I need to know. The golden green, the lifeblood of the forest, also lights up the eyes of its lord. His sweeping antlers soar up, arching toward the sunlight, filtering through the dense canopy above. He feels the pulse of the intricate root systems woven into the earth beneath him. He has always been here. The seasons roll around him, generation after generation of deer pass through. He sees the new fawn struggle to stand up on delicate shaking legs, and in the blink of an eye he is racing them, now mighty stags. People may come seeking him from time to time. He sees them carve his mark on stones. In a clearing at night there may be fires and dancing, but he does not mind this. Okay, let's see the divinatory meaning. In Scottish witch lore, the figure that emerges is far more complex and harder to define than the stereotypical satanic monster from medieval woodcut illustrations. Often he is spoken of in the role of a lover, and he shapeshifts. Isabel Gaudi testified, "He would come to my housetop in the shape of a crow, or like a deer, or would ken his voice at the first hearing of it, and I would go forth to him." The Lord of the Forest lives only in the moment. We humans are also animals, and we deny our animal nature and needs at our cost. If this wild god appears in our reading, perhaps we need to dance in the forest, feel the earth under our feet and the sun on our face. But unlike him, we will have to live with the consequences of sensual excess, so maybe we need to ask if there is a warning here. It might be time to restore balance. That is so cool. What an interesting way to look at that card. Elf stroke for the tower. Scottish witch trials and folkloric accounts speak of witches firing elf shot at their enemies. These weapons are described as having the quality of a thunderbolt, which they now know as Neolithic flint arrowheads. Wow, that's so cool. Ancient starlight. Beautiful. Moonchild, how gorgeous is that? Oh my gosh. The sun? I love that. Renewal instead of judgment. And hold on a sec, because we've got that bunny again, right? I mean, maybe they're not the same figure, but I mean, that's interesting. Should we look? Oh, I can't help myself when I get excited. Okay. Okay, this is... Okay, no, this is different figures than the Fool, but beautiful. And the land instead of the world. That is so gorgeous. Okay, so we are now getting into the minors. Let's take a look. Clearly we have renames of the minors as well. So the minors are trees, waters, skies, and stones. So trees are wands, waters are cups, skies are swords, and stones are pentacles. Okay, yeah, that entirely makes sense to me. So the ace of trees, so we are starting, this is our wands suit. Two of trees. Wow. Three, look at those squirrels. Oh my gosh, I love them. Four, I really am loving, truly, like, the art in this deck really is coming through in a way of, like, these people could be walking around, yet there's this magical world around them. And it gives this feeling of, like, if they can do it, I could do it too. Like, I can also exist in this magical way, which I think is really, really cool. The five. Look at those bunnies in the background. Six of trees. Seven. Oh, how gorgeous is that? I'm curious to know what sort of things were told in the minors. We definitely get the same kind of picture description and divinatory meaning. Let's see. Yeah, cool. Okay, we get so much detail. We first met with the fiery Scottish wildcat in strength in the major arcana, and this forest-dwelling witch girl takes the wildcat as her symbol. So that's a wildcat skull. That's so neat. And we do get descriptions of all the plants going on. Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. The 8. Yeah, we've got thistle, bluebell, heather, gorse, nettle, yarrow, nightshade, bog myrtle. 8 of the wild plants central to Scotland's rich history of herb lore and folk healing. So beautiful. 9 of trees. Look at that card. Oh, that's so neat. Each of the suits have presiding spirits. So the Lord of the Forest is one of the presiding spirits of the suit of trees. And this is showing the Celtic festival that takes place on Samhain. That's really cool. 10 of trees. Oh, awesome! We get the Cailleach here. I love that. I can't wait to look at some pairings for this. So, instead of page, we have the Maid of Trees. Our knight is the witch. The queen. Oh, how interesting is that? Who is this? In the ace, we met the witch in hare form. Now with the queen, she reveals herself to us in the very act of transformation. Stop it. What? That's so cool. We gotta look. So this is the witch transformed, and now in the queen, we see her in the middle of transforming back to human. That is, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And the king, we've got our stag here again. Awesome. Okay, now we're into our cups, which are the waters. We have a frog here. Oh, I bet every ace is going to be an animal. That's really neat. The witch taking on this animal form. Oh, and I love too the pattern definitely going on of this mirrored kind of image effect for the twos. That's really, really cool. I love when there's kind of continuity in that way. 3 of waters. 4. 5 of waters. It almost looks like slugs there. Is that what it is? Maybe not. Oh, no, it's not. Looks like fabric, but that's beautiful. The 6. Ooh, how striking is that? Look at all the seaweed. Gorgeous. 7 of waters. 8 of waters. The expressions that she captures in her art is really, that's always what's so striking to me. The 9, that's beautiful. The 10, wow. I'm curious about that one. Oh, it's all about the cauldron. Oh, so cool. So cool. This feels so magical. The Maid of Waters, I love that. I used to be able to just sit and play with like any sort of standing water like that when I was a kid. I could play for hours. Especially not even standing water necessarily. I loved bowls of water. But like, did anyone else used to just play with the water coming out of the faucet? Like, for some reason that was so fun. I loved doing that. Okay. Witch of Water. The Queen. And King. I bet that they are certain figures. Yeah. Manannán mac Lir is the Celtic god of the sea. And the queen is his wife Fond. That's awesome. The Ace of Skies, which is our swords here. Don't we all love a good crow? We do. Our 2, again with that mirrored image. That's so cool. 3. 4 of Skies. Oh, I love that idea. With that 4 of Swords energy, having the nest with the eggs. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. The 5 of Skies. Wow. The 6. That is so beautiful. The 7 of Skies. I also love the color of our label down here. Something about that. I just... I keep looking at it being like, that's such a good brown. The 8 of Skies. Oh, that's our box art image. So we probably, in honor of the box art, let's see if that is a specific figure. This is the Celtic princess Mies. Came down to the field of battle seeking her father, the king, only to find him dead and his poor body sadly mutilated. Driven out of her mind by the extremity of her grief and horror, she rose up in the air, keening like some great bird of prey. Feathers and fur grew over her skin, and she lived in the mountains like a wild beast, hunting for food and eating raw flesh. The people lived in fear of her until one day a gentle harper called Dub Ruiz climbed up into the mountains and sat down to play. By gradual degrees, he charmed her with the beauty of his music, with golden treasures he had brought, and with the beauty of his own body. We all feel less than human at times. Oh, that's so good. The 9 of Skies. 10. I love that. That is so gorgeous. We've got our maid. I love the use of showing different ages throughout this deck as well. I think that's really interesting. The witch. The Queen of Skies. And our king. Okay, last but not least, we've got our stones. So the Ace of Stones is a snake. I love that. Two of Stones. Again, this drawing of the spiral. That's really neat how that got repeated in that way. Three of Stones. Look at that with the foxglove. So pretty. The Four of Stones. Look at them. Cute. Wow, look at, oh my gosh, the Five of Stones. Okay, I mean, we gotta know what's going on there. This is Macha. Like most important figures in Celtic mythology, Macha is complex and many-faceted. She is an emblem of the strength and power of women, and she calls down retribution upon boastful and cruel men. As one of the three Morigna aspects of the Morrigan, she summons a rain of blood to aid the Tuatha De Danann in their battle with the Firbolg. Wait, that's cool. Firbolg is a is a kind of character you can play in D&D, so it's cool that it's got ties there. With the Firbolg preventing the attacking warriors from moving for 3 days and 3 nights. That's cool. Ooh, the Six of Stones. Wow. Seven of Stones. 8. 9 of Stones. Oh, pretty. That's really interesting. The 10 of Stones. We've got our maid. Oh, I love her. Look at with the hagstone. I love that. The witch. Queen of Stones. I love all the use of like rams and pigs and things, animals like that. I think that's really neat. And our King of Stones. Oh, just gorgeous. Okay, now I think I'm going to take a pause and pull out some oracles I think would pair well. And we'll take a look. I think that'd be fun, right? Let's do it. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I've limited myself to three pairings here because I just felt like I could keep going, picking things off my shelves because I think it's going to go really well with the lodge. But I have 3 oracles here that feel very specifically magical in a Celtic way. So I'm curious to see how that goes. So I'm just giving this a shuffle so we can kind of, I don't know, get some randomization there. Okay, so the first deck we're going to take a look at is the Celtic Spirit Oracle. I think this is going to look really cool with this one and just work really well in general. Let's see. Oh, did I give myself enough room? Okay. Oh my gosh, that's good, right? The Ace of Stones, 3 of Trees with the green woman, feminine, oh my gosh, I just am not talking right today. Feminine nature oneness. That looks so beautiful. Peace, gentle, forward with 6 of Skies and Ace of Skies. Wow. I really love how this artwork works together. The Weavers with the 7 of Skies and the Fool. Look at how the blues and greens are kind of being tied in there, right? Blue with with Two of Skies and Renewal. Oh, that's gorgeous. Dream with the Hermit and Four of Trees. Wow. Okay, wait, one more. This definitely works. Yes! Oh my gosh, I was hoping she'd pop up. She's my favorite. Isn't she so cute? Crone, Fairy Godmother with the Witch of Waters and the Magician. Gorgeous. That is such a good pairing. So that is the Celtic Spirit Oracle. Now the next one I want to look at, especially since she came up in the deck, is the Wisdom of the Cailleach Oracle. I love this one, especially to bring out as we get into the darker half of the year. But this is, oh wow, look at that already. We've got Balance with the Two of Stones and Queen of Trees. Doesn't that look so pretty together? Fire Pit with Three of Waters and Five of Stones. Oh, with this, the energy of that card, that just feels really, really interesting. Lowering Sky with the Maid of Skies and Four of Waters. I mean, this is really... Tribe with the Nine of Trees and Eight of Waters. Oh, how interesting is that? I think the artwork really goes well together though. Ancestors with the Spinner of Threads and Lord of the Forest. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm really excited about this one. We've got Struggle with Nick Nevin and the Ten of Trees. Oh my god, it's our girl. It's our girl Cailleach. She had to say hi. All right, one more. Harvest Hag with the Three of Skies and the Land. Oh my gosh. That is so gorgeous together. I'm really excited about that. That's the Wisdom of the Cailleach. And the last one I want to try here is my Old Ways Magic Oracle. I think this could look really gorgeous too. Yeah, already that's pretty, right? We've got the Ace of Trees, Six of Stones with Heart. Oh my gosh, that looks so good together. I actually think it'd be really interesting to do this oracle and the Cailleach oracle at the same time, right? So you've got the Queen of Waters, Witch of Skies, and Battle Ready. Ooh, oh my gosh. It'd be like a Celtic folklore fun fest. Okay, Queen of Elfam, Justice with World. Yeah, this is good. I think if I had to pick a favorite, I feel like Wisdom of the Cailleach, but I'm really excited about all of these pairings and already, like, I know there is more, way more in my collection that's gonna go. I had to self-control, you know? Okay, we've got Endure with Elf Stroke and Five of Waters. That is perfect. Transform with Five of Trees and Six of Waters. That's so beautiful. Bounty with the Three of Stones and Ancient Starlight. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Okay, one more. The Lovers with the Eight of Skies and the Tree of Life. That is so gorgeous. Okay, I'm so excited. I just feel like this is gonna be my whole new personality. This deck is already so awesome, and I feel like I'm not even like, I've just barely touched the surface of all there is. So, that though is all I've got for you today. So I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for this one? I mean, I'm obsessed. So, other than that, I hope you're all having a lovely start to the week, and I'll see you again very soon.